Let's cut.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wait, was that rolling?
Yes.
Card full.
Oh, you fuck.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no, Dave.
Oh.
I don't wanna wait for our lives to be over.
I am invincible.
I don't get it. What's the reference?
It's a very famous line, Dave.
From
God
what?
damn it.
From one of these movies?
Yes. I'm invincible. Everyone knows it. Hookshot.
Hookshot. I'll trust you.
Jerk. Well, hello, Internet secret agents. Welcome to Trailer Trash, the show where we drink a lot of alcohol and...
Talk trailers.
This week we are doing a James Bond special.
Yes, there was supposed to be a new film, but
There was.
like most things, it has been pushed into the future. So we're going to talk about some other Bond films.
Yep, there's 25 of them. There's plenty. We're going to start out with On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Also known as OHMSS.
Oh.
After that, we're talking Goldeneye.
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 Shabooby-dooby. And then we're going to top it off with Casino Royale.
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
You know what they call a quarter pounder in MI6?
No, what do they call it?
Casino Royale.
Because of the metric system?
It flopped.
In the description below this video, you will find the original links to those trailers so you can watch them, so you know what we're talking about when we talk about it.
Stay abreast.
Abreast!
Or two.
Or two.
Hey-o.
James Bond would say abreast.
He would say,
would.
it'd probably be her name, you know, like
Jessica Abreast.
Jessica Chastain.
Jessica Chastain.
That's pretty, I'll give it out of 9. Give myself a 9 on that one. Fuck
For
you.
a series with a character named Pussy Galore.
That'd be pretty tame.
My personal favorite from Die Another Day, Sweet Mountains of Desire.
I'm Peaceful Fountains of Desire, the masseuse.
Well,
Anyway,
as is
on that
customary,
note, yeah, let's,
To Evil.
Too evil. Fireworks into avalanche.
An avalanche of action. Bigger, better, different.
Different.
It's got to be when he's around.
Oh, who's he?
Vistas of sweeping splendor. Different.
Different.
It must be so if he's in the picture.
Who?
My name's Bond. James Bond.
Ah!
The different 007.
Yeah, he wears a skirt.
007 times more exciting than your wildest dreams.
That's presumptuous, man. You don't know what my dreams are like.
Yeah.
The creative skills of the cinema's master filmmakers.
The cinema's master filmmakers, Peter Hunt.
Peter Hunt.
He actually edited all the Bond films before this.
Ah.
Looked it up, yeah.
Very clever.
OHMSS. I like this title. Marvelous.
Simply stunning.
And he falls stunned.
This is one of my favorite Bond movies. And I know I'm in good company because Sir Christopher Nolan, director of many films that are trying to be Bond films.
Chris the Great, they call him.
Chris the Great. This is his favorite James Bond movie.
I watched this when I read that because I was like, ooh, if Chris Nolan likes it, I'm sure it's going to be good. And I gotta say, I don't like this film at all. I remember being so blown away by how much I hated the editing in this movie and the way it was shot. You can kind of get a sense of it in the trailer with some of the zooms. I love the music. I love the theme of this.
Oh, the theme is so good.
It's one of the best Bond themes for sure.
It's one of the few that's purely instrumental.
This trailer, though, I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, despite being very long, 3.5 minutes long, and very verbose.
Very repetitive. It's new. It's different.
It's got to be when he's around. It sets a very specific tone. We talked about the NSS last time with Psycho.
This is within the decade of when they started to play with the form of making trailers. You had Psycho with Alfred Hitchcock walking around the set, and then you had Stanley Kubrick with Dr. Strangelove with the montage editing, and then you've got On Her Majesty's Secret Service, which is surely leading into the montage-style editing.
It's a solid, funny unintentionally, I think, because it's just the VO is so heightened.
It's a hard sell, for sure. By the 15th time we hear that it's new and different.
Different.
We get it.
Different.
With the difference.
This one's different.
I'm 3 minutes into this trailer. It's new and it's different?
Yes, it's
I'm
got to be when
surprised.
he's around.
Interesting. Is it also new and is it different?
It's got to be when he's around.
Wow, it must be new and different.
Yeah, it's got to be when he's around.
That's basically the
That's the
experience of this trailer.
I do love the titles, though. I mean, I like the colors. I feel like this is a much more colorful trailer than you would normally expect to see. They play with the form of the titles. It's not just like, they have the standard, like, the name with the 2 lines. But then they have, like, the blue line on the left here with the 007 coming in. It's very freewheeling.
Yeah,
It's a freewheeling trailer.
If you think you know your Bond, think again.
It's the first time we've seen a new Bond after Sean Connery for several films in a row. So the idea of introducing somebody new and different is a big deal.
For the first new Bond, I think it does a good job of saying, here's the new Bond.
Enjoy.
Exactly.
Fun fact, On Her Majesty's Secret Service was the last Bond film to use the original arrangement of John Barry's theme for James Bond. However, the trailers for all the James Bond movies, all the way up to License to Kill with Timothy Dalton, continued to use the John Barry arrangement from Dr. No in their trailer.
That's pretty cool.
Which is a cool fact.
That is a cool fact.
It changed for Goldeneye. I guess to sum it up, I would say, Dave, if I had my choice, I would be on Your Majesty's Secret Service.
Cutting.
It's a new world with new enemies and new threats.
Ooh, I think things are new.
Everything's new, but you can still depend on one man.
One man. Ooh. You get good aim.
Oh, 007.
He's the 7th person you can depend on.
Wow. Ooh, Pierce.
You were expecting someone else?
No, I wasn't.
I only want you, baby.
Ooh, wow. Here we go.
Ooh, weapon arm, kissing, guns, more ladies.
This is exciting.
Oh, nice.
No more foreplay.
Hey, like sex.
That's what this trailer is, foreplay.
Name's Bond.
James Bond.
James Bond.
There you go. Nice. Good trailer.
Christmas?
I wish he shot the word Christmas.
First thoughts, Dave.
First thoughts are that's a pretty goddamn good trailer.
For a pretty goddamn good James Bond movie.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's well cut. It introduces Pierce Brosnan as the new Bond very effectively. This kind of distills what they were trying to do with OHMSS in a much more concise package.
I feel like, Dave, James Bond is too big to talk about just between the two of us.
You're right.
We need to bring somebody else on.
You know what? I have somebody else.
You do?
I have a Bond expert.
Ah, you do?
Yeah, this is a guy I've known for many years. He's read the books. He's seen the movies. One of my close friends. He's a filmmaker. Matthew Van Norden. Welcome to the show.
Look at this guy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Hey, go ahead, Matt. Say hello. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
All right. Hey, everybody. How do I do this? What do I do?
Perfect. Nailed it. Thanks for joining us for this Bond discussion. What are you
drinking?
I am drinking a little bit of Jameson.
I am drinking an iced tea mead from Maine Mead Works.
He's had the same can of mead for the last 2 weeks.
So, Matt, what are your first thoughts on this trailer?
So I'll tell you my first thought on this trailer because I love this trailer so much. One thing that bothers me is that Pierce Brosnan shoots slightly lower than the 7 when he's aiming. And it has always bothered me. But everything else, I want to give a shout out to Perotti Fair, husband and wife team, who did the score for this trailer. It's some of my favorite music for film that I've ever heard. It just blows me away every time. I don't know what they were cooking up here in LA, putting that together, but it's just incredible. I love the music.
Very important question. Are you sure that it was a husband and wife team who was cooking this up and it didn't involve The Rock?
That's terrible. I'm not even going to acknowledge that with a score.
Get out.
Because I can smell what The Rock is cooking.
Yeah, I know. We know the joke. Moving on.
No more foreplay.
The intro to this trailer really sets it apart. And when I first, again, younger me, very impressionable, but you see Pierce Brosnan walking across the screen in that tux, and then he just turns and fires, and you're just like, dude, this is just the coolest thing I've ever seen. They come together, and he walks in between the letters. After that intro, I don't even need the montage. Utilizing text in that way traditionally sort of breaks that sense of reality, breaks that, that wall, if you will. But in this case, I feel like trailers are fair game to do stuff like this.
You were expecting someone else?
The "you were expecting someone else" line is not so much a reference to James Bond, the character, and more a reference to the fact that at this point, everyone was expecting Timothy Dalton to be James Bond. And from a silhouette perspective, Pierce Brosnan and Timothy Dalton essentially look the same. It's a nice way to see the James Bond actor Pierce Brosnan coming right at the screen and announcing, "I'm new, baby.
He's talking to you.
I'm talking to you,
the viewer, in the cinema."
It's very tongue-in-cheek, and I would say you can read it both ways. So you're absolutely correct, Matt, that is a reference to, hey, this isn't another Dalton flick. But it is also a reference to, what other action film star are you going to think of? Like,
Nobody does it better, right?
No one does it in a
Exactly.
tux. The tux is, I think, a dead giveaway for Bond especially.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
As an editor yourself, /DP, /filmmaker, /all-around great guy, how do you feel about the editing
that.
on display in this montage?
As an editor, the pacing is quite good. We're not left hanging too long on any one shot in particular, yet at the same time, pacing is not too fast. We can follow the action.
One thing I like about this montage, which is something we discussed on our Mission Impossible diatribe, is that a lot of things in this montage are center focused. We don't have to go through the whole thing again, but most of the action happens in the middle of this trailer, which makes it effortless to follow, I would say. Even when there's like text on screen, you can still kind of make out some of it because your eye is not moving. You're just dialed in. Your eyes are just locked in the same place. You're seeing things happen, and you're still digesting it.
There's a lot of stuff that's going on. You've got him flying through the air, you have bikinis, you have computer beeping noises. It's really exciting.
In our previous episode, we talked about Alien 3 and how that's an exciting trailer where it's a crazy montage of a lot of different action stuff happening. The difference between the two is that for Alien 3, they're using a lot of the same footage from one sequence in the film to make it seem like there's a lot of stuff that happens. With Goldeneye, in this montage, there's a lot of a variety of different types of action sequences because the movie has that much action in it. If I said to you, I am invincible, you know what that is, right?
I am Boris Grishenko.
Exactly. Dave doesn't believe me that that's a well-known line.
Well, okay. I don't know how well known it is. And maybe folks in the comments can be like, oh yeah, of course it's a well-known thing. And that's,
let us know.
That's great.
Can I get your best impression of I'm invincible?
Sure, it's going to be terrible. I am invincible!
I am invincible!
I'm invincible.
Oh, you suck.
I'm invincible!
There you go!
I think I'm doing it right. I don't know.
This may be too much for a blunt instrument to understand.
Open it up with an
Any
insult.
thug can kill. I knew it was too early to promote you.
Well, I understand double O's have a very short life expectancy.
All right.
Same thing we've seen. Sex,
This is
violence,
very- yeah.
explosions.
This is super Goldeneye.
Yep. Nice. Great
yeah.
montage.
Great cuts. Man, that's a great. So I had to make an admission, Matt. This is the first Bond film I saw in its entirety. And I know I was late to the game. I played a lot of GoldenEye on 64, but I never watched the movie until...
You played the video game, but you never saw the movie.
Correct.
That's insane.
Yeah, hey, I wasn't into films until later on, I was a gamer first.
Hey, listen, as long as you understand that I am the Yoda to your Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Sure, whatever you think. This is another evolution of the new Bond trail. This is the newest Bond, as we know. This is our introduction to Daniel Craig as James Bond. And like GoldenEye and OHMSS before, they accomplish the same thing in different ways. And I think this is the most refined example of here's the new Bond.
And it's also the most concise.
OHMSS uses a ton of titles and a ton of VO. Goldeneye uses some titles. This is all diegetic stuff here. This is all lines from the movie, footage from the movie. This is him as a young 00, and it's uncharted territory for modern Bond fans.
Yeah.
And that interested me especially because I'm like, all right, let's see where Bond began. Up until this point, all the Bond trailers I've seen, all the games I played, it's the same thing. This is the first one that promised to be a little different, and that got me really psyched about it. And I'd seen Craig in Layer Cake a few years before.
I mean, I fucking hate guns. Although that one is really pretty, isn't it? Is that Second World War? Hey!
Casino Royale benefits more than any of the others from the fact that it is the 21st James Bond movie, so it doesn't have to waste time with there's only one man for the job, or he's new and he's different. Yeah. Everyone knows the iconography. Everyone knows what a James Bond movie is. So what matters the most is showing us as much as you can of who the new Bond is in action, and also showing us all the action. One thing that I do want to point out that I think as a viewer was a little disappointing when I went to see the movie, unlike Goldeneye and unlike On Her Majesty's Secret Service, there are not that many action sequences in Casino Royale. And to be fair, the montage on display in this trailer features a lot of footage from the opening action sequence and not many of the others. It was a little disappointing for me in theaters, thinking that I was going into a lot of crazy stuff, but Casino Royale has enough action within the stakes and the espionage of the card game at the center of the movie to make up for that.
Well, I'm sorry. That last hand nearly killed me.
It was fun charting the history of these new Bond trailers. I watched Timothy Dalton's first one, which is Living Daylights, and that is just kind of like Bond's back. That's about it. With Roger Moore's Live and Let Die, they do a lot more puns.
This is the Bond adventure with more excitement, more action, more danger, and more.
I mean,
Roger Moore.
Makes sense, come on. But Casino Royale, Goldeneye, and OHMSS are the only ones that say this is the new Bond. This doesn't even say, this shows you it's new. This doesn't tell you that it's new.
Yeah. Show, don't tell.
Golden rule, people.
What more can we say, folks? Perhaps you could say this trailer is Trailer Royale?
All right, not bad. I knew where you were going with it, but I let you have it.
All right, folks.
Yep, that's it.
Another exciting episode of Trailer Trashed, as always.
Always.
Talked about the 007, although, let's be real, should be 007. Because it's not double O's.
It's fine.
That's a nitpicky thing. That's
Double O
always...
sounds better.
It does.
Have one more sip of my vodka martini.
I have I have 2 sips of my mead. Why don't you let us know in the comments what are your favorite Bond films, and we'll talk about them next time we do a Bond episode.
Great idea, Matthew. That's why I keep you around.
That's why I'm here.
He's got the ideas.
I got a bigger brain.
Not entirely. Hey,
subscribe.
Subscribe and like.
And
To Evil.
To Evil.